Beneath the bustling streets of Manhattan, below one of the most iconic hotels in New York City, lies a secret tunnel that was once used to transport the most powerful man in the world without anyone noticing. It's a place that doesn't show up on tourist maps. A platform not meant for the public. A passage wrapped in layers of secrecy, conspiracy, and presidential history. This is the story of Track 61, also known as the FDR tunnels, a mysterious part of Grand Central Terminal that blends fact and legend, politics and power, secrecy and security. Grand Central Terminal is a marvel of early 20th century engineering. When it opened in 1913, it wasn't just a train station, it was a city beneath a city. Hidden stairwells, unused tunnels, abandoned tracks, and entire rooms sealed off for decades make up the lesser-known skeleton of this landmark. Among these forgotten areas was Track 61. It wasn't labeled for passengers and didn't appear on regular maps. It connected directly to the New York Central Railroad lines and led into a service area beneath the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Originally designed for freight and baggage delivery, this track was part of a larger plan to integrate major buildings in Manhattan with the train lines. But Track 61 would evolve into something far more secretive. The Waldorf Astoria wasn't just a hotel, it was a symbol of luxury and global prestige. When it reopened at its current Park Avenue location in 1931, it was the tallest and most glamorous hotel in the world. The hotel catered to presidents, kings, Hollywood stars, and business magnates. Privacy and security were always a top concern. The hotel featured its own entrances, private elevators, and even soundproofed suites. And beneath it, Track 61, a private train platform that could receive rail cars or even automobiles. With the push of a button, an elevator could lift a vehicle straight from the train tracks into the hotel's basement. This hidden route made it the ideal place for someone who needed to avoid public exposure. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected 4 times and led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. But behind the iconic speeches and wartime leadership was a carefully guarded personal reality. At age 39, Roosevelt was struck by polio. The disease left him paralyzed from the waist down, and he never regained the ability to walk unaided. While this was known to some, it was not widely seen. Roosevelt and his advisors believed that showing weakness could undermine confidence in his leadership. Photos of him in a wheelchair were rare, and media were asked not to capture images of him being helped or appearing frail. This secrecy extended to his travels. He used a customized, heavily armored rail car known as the Ferdinand Magellan, which could accommodate his wheelchair and had bulletproof windows and reinforced floors. And in New York, that car often pulled into Track 61. From there, a specially outfitted Pierce Aero limousine equipped with hand controls could be driven straight onto a freight elevator. Roosevelt never had to be seen. He would emerge inside the Waldorf Astoria, already inside the hotel and protected from public view. It was stealthy, it was secure, and it helped preserve an image of strength during a time when appearance meant everything. For decades, stories about Track 61 circulated like urban legends. Some claimed it was a fully operational presidential bunker. Others believed it was part of a Cold War escape plan. While not all of that is true, the core story is: the track exists, the elevator exists, and it was absolutely used for high-security arrivals, possibly including more than just FDR. In fact, General John J. Pershing and later General Douglas MacArthur are believed to have used the same route. The secrecy wasn't just for disability. It was for protection, for optics, and for safety during uncertain times. One often repeated myth involves an old baggage car that was left on Track 61 for decades. Some claimed it was Roosevelt's personal car, abandoned in place. In reality, it was just a derelict car, used for storage, and it was removed in 2019 and sent to a rail museum. The story of Track 61 is more than just a tale about a secret tunnel. It's a reflection of a different era in American politics, when disability was hidden, when secrecy was normal, and when trains weren't just transportation, but symbols of power and privacy. It shows how far the government would go to shape perception, and how architecture, even in the heart of a bustling city, could be weaponized for secrecy. Track 61 may no longer serve the president, but its existence reminds us that even in the most public places, secrets still lie, just beneath the surface. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this hidden slice of American history, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating stories behind the past, and drop a comment below. What secret location or little-known historical fact should we cover next? Until next time, keep digging.